Students, in this video we are going to learn about array of pointers. In our all previous video we have learned pointer to a string, pointer to an array, that means how to access a string and array using pointer. This is a different concept of array of pointer. So array of pointer means this is an array. What does it name signifies? This is an array. Array of pointer, mind it. This is not pointer to an array. Array of pointer means this is an array of 5 elements which store this array store address of another variable. What does it mean? It means that suppose I am declaring here int star AR5 star AR5. That means whenever if we omit star AI star AR, then it seems only AR5. So only AR5 means we get an array of 5 elements, each element's name AR0, AR1, AR2, AR3, AR4, like this way. As it is given star AR5, that means all the array variables is an pointer variable. That means it is star AR0, star AR1, star AR2, like this way whenever we are declaring. That means all the array variable individually is an pointer variable which can hold the address of another variable. Suppose we have 5 elements like this. I1 equals to suppose 7, I2 18, I3, all are int variable. Let okay, int I3 suppose 32, int I4 suppose we take it 25, int I5 suppose we take it 9. Okay, there are 5 variables. Now as this is an array of pointer, so AR0 is a pointer variable, that is not a normal variable in an array. So we can allocate the address of AI, that means address of I1 in AR0. If its address is, suppose its address is 2010, okay, its address is 3504, its address is 7502, its address is 1059, its address is suppose 2529. Okay, these are the address. This address means we all know that every variable should have address. I am writing only the for first one. So I1 address is 2010, that means 2010 its value is 7. Okay, so as this is an array of pointer, that means all the variables in this array store the address of any variable. So we can write AR0 equals to ampersand I. If we write AR0 equals to ampersand I1, then 2010 store in the array. Clear? If we can write AR1 equals to ampersand of I3, then address of I3 is 7520, then 7502 is stored here, AR1 I3. If we write AR2 equals to ampersand of I5, then ampersand I5 is 2529, then 2529 is stored in I2. If we write AR3 equals to ampersand of I2, ampersand of I2 means 3502. So 3504 is written here, stored here. If we write, so only one is left. So AR4 equals to, which one is left? I4, ampersand of I4. Then 1059 is here. So this is called array of pointer, which stores the address of another variable. Clear? Now, to get the value of the variable which store in this address, we know that we have to use star ptr. So if AR0 stored the stores the address of I1, then obviously star AR0 equals to 7. We know that because it is a pointer variable, so the star of pointer variable gives the value which store in the address where it stored in the pointer variable. So star AR0 is 7. Similarly, we can say star AR1 equals to I3. I3 means 32. Okay. Here star AR2 is I5. I5 means 9. Because here it stored 2529. The 2529 means value of 2529 is 9. Similarly, star AR3 equals to I2. I2 means 3504. So 3504 means 18. Or star AR4 equals to A4. A4 means 25. So we can declare an array of pointer like this way. We can take input normally 5 variables. We can store the address of these variables like this way and stores the address of each variables in an array, and we can get the value. Here we can use, as it is an array, we can get the values like this way. For I equals to 0, I less equals to 4, I plus plus, printf %day star ARI. Obviously, as it is an array, so we get the values. We have to store the values like this way because the variables have separate names. So in order to store the values, we have to use like this way separately. But whenever we want to print the values which stored in the address in the array, we can use for loop, as we can access the elements in an array using for loop. So star ARI means whenever I equals to 0, star AI gives the first element, star AI2, AI1 gives the second element. Like this way we get the value. Okay, so this is an integer array of pointer. Okay, if we write character array of pointer, okay, character array of pointer means, mind it, there is one thing. If we write like this way, star, whenever, just mind one thing, pointer to an string, we can declare one string like this way, string star s equals to array. Char star s equals to Kolkata. Star s equals to Kolkata. This declaration is equivalent to, not equal to this. Star s Kolkata. Mind it very carefully. And this also equal to, if we write star s, suppose we write 20 equals to Kolkata. These three declarations are all equivalent. Equivalent means same. This is a different type of declaration. Now I am explaining one by one. If we write S20 Kolkata, that means S20 means character array. We know that every string in C, I have already mentioned it here, is an character array. Kolkata means it's an array and it stores every element, and the last one should be ended with null. Okay, so obviously every string is an array. Now if we write S20 Kolkata, that means S is an array of 20 elements occupying space, and only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 elements are occupied by Kolkata. Clear? Others, the 13th space is an wastage which occupies the memory space. This is the declaration here. Obviously we need here 3 and 4, 7 character. So 7 characters can store within 20 characters. Okay, within 20 array. But as 7 character is stored, so other space are wastage. That's why we declare this. This declaration means S is an array. It occupies as much as space as in the Kolkata. Because we don't specify here any, we did not specify here any index number. So S array means it occupies as much as space as the total string required. This is normal declaration, static declaration. Okay. Now this declaration, as this is an array, so array means this is obviously S0, S1, S2. I have already mentioned in pointer to a string means whenever we declare a string, only we need the base address. Base address is the name of the address. So base array name is the base address. So in order to store the string, if we know only the base address, which is equal to the name of the array, then all the others character will take consecutive memory location starting with the base address. Only for that reason, whenever we take input using string or print using string, we don't need ampersand sign, because ampersand s means address of s, and only s means it's also address of s. That's why we don't need to use ampersand s. Okay. So as s is an what? S is a pointer variable, as it stores the address of the first character in an array. That's why we can declare a string like this way. Star s equals to Kolkata. Star s Kolkata means s is an pointer variable which store the base address of string Kolkata. Okay. We don't need the in between any character. Whenever we need in between character, we use loop and we can fetch that character. Okay, but whenever we want to do declaration, we can use star s. Okay. Now, if we want to put 4 city name, suppose we want to store Kolkata, mind it very carefully, Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai. Okay, and we want to store it in array. So if we want S20, S20 means only one character can be stored because it's itself a array. Every string is an array, mind it very carefully. Every string is an array individually having different length. All are array. And we want to store this 4 name. And everything should be terminated with null character. Okay. Having different length. So what we should do? We know that if we want to store same type of name, address, number, we store it in an array, because otherwise we have to declare a for each character different array. That means character S120 for this character, and like this way we have to store character S120 equals to Kolkata, or character S2 Delhi, character S3 Mumbai, character S4 Chennai. Obviously we have to do declare like this way, because every string is an array, and for every array we have to declare separately. Clear? But we know that if we declare it separately, the S1, that means the array name of first character, stores the address of Kolkata. That means if we write like this way, suppose I am writing here clearly, then you get proper understand. Kolkata, Kolkata, null. Clear? Here we declare character S1 equals to this. So its base address is suppose 5040. We don't need other address, only we need the base address, then all the string will store there. Now for character S2, we write here Delhi, DELHI, Delhi. Its base address is suppose 7050. Okay. Now character S3 is Mumbai. So it is suppose 4125. And our last one, character S4 equals to Chennai. Suppose it is 3940. Clear? These are all base address. So base address means star, if we write star S1 or only S1. So S1 store 5040, because array name stores the base address, so S1 store 5040. Similarly, S2 stored 7050. Similarly, S3 store 4125 base address, and S4 store 3940. Okay. Now you can see that this array name stores the base address. So obviously these are all pointer variable. That means S1, S2, S3, S4 are all pointer variable. Okay, so that's why we can declare like this way: star S equals to Kolkata. So star S and S are, these are same. Clear? So here our main conclusion is, if we want to store more than one array, so if we want again another 4 city name, so we have to declare again another 4 character variable. So we don't need it. We want to store this name in an array. That means if we want 4 city name, if we want 10 city name, if we want 20 city name, we want to store in an array. But we know that for each city name we need one array. Clear? And so for 4 city name we need 4 array. So whenever we need this 4 array, this is a concept of 2D array. Okay. So 2D array is not in syllabus. I am not here doing in 2D array concept. Here I am declaring one thing, that suppose an array of pointer using character. So suppose, so these are all pointer variable S1, S2, S3, which stores the address and store every individual city name. Okay, now we have already learned that an array of pointer which can store the address of another variable. So if we want to store the address 5040, mind it, 7050 4125 3940. Okay, if we store this address here, then this pointer, if we store the address of Kolkata in the first value of address, then from this base address we get the Kolkata city name. Because on after if we know the base address of a string, we get the whole string. 7050 stores the base address of Delhi, so through this base address we get Delhi. Clear? From the third 4125 we get Mumbai. Is not it? As it is a base address. And if we print here, we get Chennai. Clear? So, as these arrays stores the address of another variable, so this is an array of pointer, obviously. Array of pointer. What array of pointer? Character. It stores the character variable. So character array of pointer. So if we declare it like this way, just see it carefully. If we have to declare this must be, suppose NM0 first array name, NM1, NM2, nm3. So our array of pointer name is nm, which stores the address of different string. Okay, so our declaration will be character star nm 4. Why 4? Because here I am store only the 4 city names, so here I am writing 4. So if we declare like this way, star name 4, then this means name 0 equals to 5040, name 0 5040. So the value which stores in the address, we must have only getting the base address. We know the address name, so instead of writing, this is not a single value. If it is a single value, then we could write name nm0. Okay, but we know that whenever we print in a string, if s1, if we print a string like this way, character star s1 equals to, if it is Kolkata, as it is the base address, and for printing purpose, printf only writing the base address, we get the string. When we use star s1, if only one single value is there, no, this is again another array. Mind it, name 0 stored the address of another array. So to get the address of another array or the value in the array, we only need the base name. So base name is the array name. Okay, so that's why name 0 stores the address of this, but only getting name 0, we get the address value of this string. So now let us see how we could declare and write a string array. Suppose void main character star nm array. I am not giving array index because I am writing here statically the array name, a value in the array. That means Kolkata. First address, it stores the first address, Kolkata, Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai. As I am not mentioning here the index, we can write another 4 names here. It will store the address one by one. Okay, so as here I am writing here 4 letter, a 4th city name, it stores like the address of Kolkata in first location, address of Delhi in second location, address of Mumbai third location, address of this in another location. Okay, now int I equals to 0, we have to print this array. We print this city name. So for I equals to 0, I less than equals to 3, I plus plus. So we have to printf like this way, printf %s %s equals to, as this is star name, where this is also an array, only by giving the base address of k, we get the total value of Kolkata. because you can see here that 5040 is the base address of Kolkata, and if we give the base address we get the total array. So that's why if we print like this, printf %s s1 means array name, base address means 5040, it will print the total Kolkata. Okay, so here also only we have to give this address name, that's why I am writing here NMI. So NMI means NM0 means 5040 base address of Kolkata, it will print Kolkata. NM1 means 7050, that means base address of Delhi, it will print Delhi. NM2 means 4125, so it prints Mumbai. And MN3 means it prints Chennai. Okay, so this is the way array of pointer stores the name of different persons, different city name, character array in a single array. Okay, this is what array of pointer.